Say your line.
Hello, everybody. Okay. I gave fair warning this was going to happen, and we're actually kind of
within the time frame.
We are. It's at 10:30, 11-ish.
Yeah.
So it's 10
till.
10 till, 8 till. In the ballpark.
Yep.
It's all good. Hi, Jessa. I haven't had a full cup of coffee yet, so.
It says the same thing on both sides.
Yeah.
It's Pam's coffee.
I'm trying because it says we can do this coffee. This is one of the mugs I've gotten delivered through this process, which I appreciate. I feel like this morning, I'm struggling. I am feeling salty.
You are.
You're irritating me. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. You're salty. I'm not doing anything different. Just trying to.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you should do something different. Just a thought.
There you go.
Anyway,
You want to show my shirt?
we haven't been on for a while since our really quick Thanksgiving touch.
Oh yeah.
It's been quiet. Although now we have a lot to talk about today, so we're gonna try to not have like a long video, but God, we got a lot to cover. Break it into two, I suppose, but we'll just go with it. We're gonna go with it. We're sitting outside hoping that well, it's like 70 degrees today, but
gorgeous day. Yeah.
we're hoping that, and I'm really not loving the fact that my wrinkles are like screaming at the camera right now. Good God.
No, they're not. You're good. And my hat?
I might need your hat. It's very overcast, but we have people coming over in a minute, and the dogs, are always damn barking, and kids waking up.
It would be nice.
So anyway, we're trying it out here. It's not the best light, but
gorgeous out there.
It is what it is.
Yeah. It's beginning of December, and
I know we're supposed to get our tree today. It's not feeling very Christmassy.
Well, yeah. And I got my shirt. This is one of my favorite shirts. Do you remember who sent it?
I have it written down.
Yeah. Awesome.
I can't keep track of everything.
One of my favorite sayings.
Yay, Gina's on. See? You just had to tell me to give you a heads up. I did it. I listen. I take instruction. So, yeah, I like this shirt. Well, because people say it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
God will only give you what you can handle. And I say, enough is enough. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, the two CFers and the heart and the kids stuff alone was pretty interesting.
But, it's all right. Yeah. We're still here.
Doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? That kind of thing?
Yes. If it doesn't kill me, makes me want to kill you.
The love is gone here. Today. The love is...
It's not gone.
It's not gone.
I just need more coffee. When was my heads up? Gina, you said let us know, and I posted last night. We're going to be going live.
10:30 to 11.
10:30 to 11.
She did it.
Maybe it was you just got my vibe mentally. Anyway, we're halfway through. Because, it's a little bit more about me than it is you. It's not. I'm just kidding, but it kind of is. We're done. 3 weeks out of the 6 of radiation. So it's halfway. We're halfway there. So, give us an update, Mr. Patient.
It's going pretty well, actually. The radiation is really fast. It's like 2 minutes of actual radiation, and I'm only in there about 5 or about 10, maybe 15 for, like, they pull me back, and I come back out to the waiting room, and 15 minutes later, it's done.
We had all these grand plans of having people go down to radiation with them and make it an adventure every day, and, friends and whatever. Make it an adventure, and I think you learned very quickly it was
logistically it was difficult because you don't both want to drive down. That kind of defeats the purpose, and then you're trying to meet up someplace, and it takes a lot longer. So it ended up being, we did it for a week, and that was fine.
It was fun.
And then and now, people go to lunch or something afterwards or something like that.
Yeah. So, but then he had to go back to work or wanted to go back to work, so it was just became a little...
Yeah, it's just easier. I mean, I pop down there, I pop back. grab lunch, get back to work, or go work out. So, you know, they said the two things that you'll probably have is fatigue and maybe some nausea. The fatigue hasn't, like if I need to go work out, if I'm going to go work out, I'm good. I don't have fatigue. I've been working out really hard. Still, you know, and that's going really well. Later in the evening, you know, I can certainly tell sometimes that, okay, I need to go rest, but I haven't really had to take many naps or anything.
No.
Oh, they're lovely.
Actually, less than you normally would when you have a cold, actually. You know.
There's the salty thing coming out again.
It's true. You're not the best patient. You've been a very good patient with cancer. In daily life, not the best.
Oh, God.
You're a big baby, pain in the ass.
Right.
But
Well, so can I finish my story?
Yeah, go.
So the nausea, I haven't been nauseous. I've had a little bit of stomach, kind of like upset stomach, I guess, after I take these pills. But really, if I exercise or I meditate, or sometimes if I go to work and I just start getting into something that I enjoy doing, then yeah, kind of goes away, which has been good. Because when it's there, it's like, ugh.
Well, it's like
it
seems to me like, you know, if you feel crappy, you're like, I'm gonna go work out, and then you feel better. But it probably is a combination of like just getting the juices flowing, but also a distraction, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and the Reiki.
And the animal therapy.
Animal
I saw the
therapy.
picture the other day.
Yeah.
That was funny.
But the Reiki, she'll spend some time on my stomach, and I'm convinced that's definitely helping. So.
Well, we found a protocol. Well, I found it by accident. I found it after the fact, actually.
Oh.
Did a session with his stomach when he was feeling pretty bad. It was a weird session, I'm not gonna lie. That was weird. But then I was looking stuff up for Reiki therapy, and that's what it said. When you try to remove toxins, the thing that I did was the thing that you're supposed to do to remove toxins from the body. I didn't know it. Just
naturally
happened.
talented that way.
Just naturally good at it, I guess.
No ego issues here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, everything else has been pretty good. You know, I'm trying to figure. I have found out that I can't really eat in the morning because of the nausea stuff or the stomach ache. And when I don't, and I take the pills and I let it kind of all settle and then eat later, that tends to be better. But that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So 3 weeks down, 3 weeks to go. It's going good.
Yeah.
We did have some new side effects this week, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But that's where we need your help. We'll have to get your thinking caps on. So the other thing that, excuse me, I think that is, I see you doing a lot now. You guys, remember in the beginning before we had a game plan, it was so overwhelming and so, God, just trying to decide. I should have Bailey's in this coffee, Leah, because it might make me less salty. It's true. So, what was
The research
Oh my
thing,
God,
isn't it?
I
Yeah.
need more coffee today. I think, that was a lot. That was hard at the beginning, just knowing there's so much stuff, but not enough.
The thing is, because there's no easy answer. There's no, okay, this is what you got to do. Then it's like, well, which way do I go? Do I sleep in later and take naps, or do I exercise and make sure that I'm eating right, or do I
Do I do keto, or
yeah,
do I do vegetarian,
right.
or
How
do I
you
do?
eat? What do you do there? And then do you do chemo? Do you not do chemo? Do you do a trial? What trial do you do? And so it's the wild, wild west to a certain degree.
It is kind of the wild, wild west.
And
it's a lot of pressure to
figure
it out, and to
stakes are kind of high.
they're a little bit high.
Kind of. You don't want to go down the wrong path.
Right. It's like
I don't want to go down the wrong path.
I don't want you to most of the time. Just kidding. Just kidding.
So, but we found kind of a lane.
Yeah.
We
that
found
felt
a lane.
good.
We're
Like
definitely,
when we figured it out, we're like, oh, sweet. That's a lot of pressure off. We can like move on.
and we're still in that lane. I've been doing more reading and research on the kind of non-traditional side of things. Cannabis and high THC with CBD, and whenever I talk to people about that have had, at least that I'm being connected with, of course you're being connected with the people that have had success with it. So they're like, stop everything you're doing. Don't do radiation. That's poison. The chemo, oh my God.
Kill you.
You're killing your own, immune system by doing the chemo. So why in the world would you do that? That's why people with cancer die, is because of the treatments in Western medicine. So you get a lot of this back and forth that makes things a little bit more, okay, well, that does make sense that, if Western medicine and radiation and chemo aren't going to do it, what is? Well, these are some things that have worked for people for sure, and I've heard the stories from those people and read about them and stuff, but of course they're offshoots. There's one here, one there. There's no study done on them, so
who knows if they were doing anything else?
Right. How do you pick that lane?
Supposedly not doing radiation chemo, but maybe they're doing whatever.
Yeah, like one guy with a glio, and it was worse. It was like buried in the back, like couldn't operate on it at all. His story was about going to some doctor. It wasn't a doctor. It was a natural healer, basically in Tibet or somewhere, and he went there for like basically 2 years and meditated for like 3 hours a day.
Really?
Yeah, 3 hours a day. He was meditating and getting this natural healing thing. Seemed a little bit like this guy was maybe a Reiki master, but like to another degree. And his cancer went away. His tumor, which was like big, just kind of gone.
Wow.
Which I don't know that. Okay, so maybe that's a little hard on that direction. I don't know that I'd be doing that. And I think we have a lot of other options. The dude had no money.
Well, I think, and if it's like inoperable and there's no chance, I feel like if you're in that situation, you kind of go.
You got to grasp the straws a little bit.
Yeah, and you go wherever to do whatever. But I don't know. But in the meantime, we're really like crap. And I see him. What I see him doing every day is, there's this pH thing, and if I just do this pH thing for 3 weeks, apparently this. What is it? Like
alkaline.
Alkaline
so it
diet?
increases the alkaline in your cancer cells and in all your cells. Alkaline is balanced at like 7, right? The highest is 14 or something, lowest is 0. Balance, your body keeps it at 7. And there's a bunch of stuff out on the internet about, drinking high alkaline water, boosting your alkaline really quickly, and it starves out basically the cancer cells from what they're trying to consume. It kills that food, and then cancer cells die. And then there's other stuff on, if you do that too fast, you get really sick because all this stuff then you got to do it a different way. And
what the hell?
Yeah.
I know. So he's coming in like every day, looking at all this stuff and being like a freak. You're a little bit being a freak because you're coming up with all these crazy ideas.
It's not crazy. It's just...
they're not crazy. They're a little bit crazy. But some sound
a little bit
valid.
crazy. We're not.
Oh, there go my nuts. They seem valid because I'm like, well, then hell, you can do an alkaline diet for 3 weeks, but then how do you know you're in this level, and how do you know that's actually happening? And then the whole issue with the hibernating cancer cells. Who the hell knows? Like that's so stressful to me. And then it brings you back to always second guessing where you were. Hi, Punkage. Hey, Christy. You're like second guessing where you were, and we're like, okay, we're gonna stay in this lane, or are we gonna go crazy and go over here? But then there's the THC thing. Sounds so interesting. And I mean, obviously, we can make jokes about just being able to, go crazy with the weed, but it's not really that. It's not the side effects. It's actually what the THC is killing the cancer cells. Okay, well, there's a lot going into that right now with research, but still.
It's illegal.
It's illegal.
And
you gotta have.
There's
no control.
There's no viable studies, and we talk to our doctors about it, and they're like, it's been proven to help with side effects. I'm like, I don't have any side effects. I'm not tired. I'm not depressed.
I'm not. We're talking about killing the cancer.
Exactly. And then they're like, nah. You could try.
You try it.
Yeah, that's
what they say on everything. You can try it.
Oh.
Try it. So there's not a lot of direction. Anyway, that was a lot of.
And we got to be careful with the trial that's coming up, So we don't want to do anything that's going to exclude us or get us kicked out of the trial that's the Western medicine trial, which is this virus, which makes total sense to me. But I will say, what doesn't make sense to me is they're going to keep me on chemo. Chemo crushes your immune system, but what you're trying to do is teach your immune system to go after the virus. So it's like, why would you do that? It's just because we're mice in a running in a little thing.
Yep.
So anyway, those are some the research stuff that we've been doing, that I've been doing a little bit more of personally, because before it was, and Lisa and Jess are still doing, a lot of stuff. Lisa's is been doing a bunch of things. We've been talking about the THC side, and she's kind of back and forth on it. And, the other issue is the guy I talked to on the THC side was like hard sales guy.
He's a sales guy.
So saying a lot of stuff that A, didn't make sense, or B, was like contradictory to what reality was, and I knew that. So credibility wasn't great there. But he was passionate.
He's passionate, for sure.
And it's not,
Go ahead. God.
You all right?
No, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, that's all very confusing. I'm just trying to sit. Now there's planes.
It's not that loud. It's way better than the
I think
dogs.
it's better than the dogs.
You want me to get your shit?
Yeah, I do. It's freaking me out.
Update.
Right. See, Leah said, and if there aren't studies, you don't know who it didn't work for. That's the
Cool.
thing.
Yeah,
You only hear the good stuff. You don't hear all the
Right.
crazy other stuff. It's like
Guys,
that
it didn't
chemo
work for.
cocktail thing that is like, it works for a couple people, but all the dead people can't tell their story. So,
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
we
just
talked to those guys
keep it real.
specifically, right? So,
Yeah. It's always loud, Rebecca. Always loud. So we did this thing that we had a Shamrock meeting a few weeks ago. Jody's got some ideas too. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm distracted.
stop reading.
I want to see what
You can
people are
read after.
saying.
Oh,
For God's
that's true.
sake. Anyway, we did this Shamrock meeting a couple weeks ago, our kickoff, and so we thought it would be funny because I don't know, maybe it's a little twisted, but we thought it would be funny
The twisted can get funny.
to
Twisted.
talk about our top 5 favorite things about having cancer.
Because there are.
There are. It's like CF. We have a
There's
lot of good
silver
things
linings.
that have come our way because of CF. But and so we've been talking about this a lot actually, and I just want to talk about.
She's gonna interview me now.
I'm gonna interview you. I'm not interviewing you. I'm just saying. No, we've talked about this. Like, what is? I know what my favorite thing is, and I think yours is similar. But it's really interesting. It's really interesting to think about what happens when you get a diagnosis like this, and
Yeah, so I think
your favorite thing. What's
the
your favorite thing about having cancer,
definitely
honey?
is the outpouring of support and love and you guys spending any part of a Saturday morning listening to us
It's
banter.
Sunday.
Is it Sunday?
It is.
You lose track when you
when you're having fun.
Yeah, no, it's the support for sure, and people making an effort to get together, right?
Oh,
And-
tell them about your package that came in the mail the other day.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
So
God.
I used to work at this place called Camp Greenway. It was probably 6 of the best summers, 8-week periods of time of my life. It was amazing. Tons of fun. Pam worked there for 3 years or 4 years. Jess was there. Lisa was there. We were directors, counselors. Agostini was there. And
It was
made lifelong friends. So these guys are trying to.
They're all over the country.
They're
now.
all over the country. California and New York and
Colorado.
Colorado. They're all over. So they're like, we're going to get together, and they really made an effort to try and do like a video chat, and we got together and made it happen, and it was fun. Obviously, my life is getting a little bit back to like, okay, you got to work, and then you got to take the kids, and then
Not
you
as
got
much
to do
free
your
time anymore.
workout, and then it's not as laid back as it was 5 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. And I'll take it, not a problem. But anyway, they said they're sending me a big care package. A little backstory: we used to go down to Ocean City, Dewey Beach, Maryland, or Delaware and Dewey Beach, and for this weekend when we were at Greenway, and we would go. We're 20, 21, 18, 19.
Yeah.
And we go down to this beach, And we would, we would have a very good time, like, 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds would do. We'd all pile into a very small house, and then we would stay up all night, and we would drink, and we would whatever. But in the morning, one of my buddies, Frank, would go and get these donuts from this place called the Fractured Prune, and they were amazing. And he'd get them in, and they were still hot. So like you wouldn't even go to sleep until you had your donuts, and or if you did go to sleep, you'd wake up and you'd eat them and you go back to sleep. And they were amazing. Well, long story short, they sent me a care package of 8 boxes of these donuts, like 64 donuts, 8 in each one of them, and they're all customized and flavors, and they were phenomenal. And of course, I can't eat any of them because I can't have sugar. So it was slightly torturous, but I know they didn't know that.
Didn't mean it that way.
They didn't mean it that way.
It was they're all in our freezer. If anybody wants to come by and try it.
And I did have a little bite in them.
I did too. It threw me right out of ketosis.
Yeah, they were very, very good.
Oh my God, they're so good though.
So at any rate,
cool, very cool.
Very cool, experience, and people kind of going to great lengths to get together. And I think we get into everybody gets into their lane. Everybody gets into their life, and they do the same thing over and over and over again. And you're doing the things that usually give you joy and pleasure, things you have to do, but that is your life. And to get out of that life, to go do something with friends or family or people that you loved before, still love but haven't seen in a long time, it's very hard. I mean, how many times do we have people that live 5 minutes away from us, and we don't see them for 6 months or a year, or
your kids aren't on the same team, or you're not at the bus stop, or
so it's going outside that norm and making things happen so that you spend time with people that you really enjoyed or enjoy still. And that's definitely been a huge silver lining for us.
Regular dinner dates and with people, and that's that is definitely my favorite thing. It's just the I think I don't want to say forced reconnection, but it is kind of forced reconnection. And we were joking the other day, we're like, it's been 2 months, kinda, and it's like everybody's in the, oh my God, John might die tomorrow, so we gotta hurry up and see him and make sure that happens. And
that's definitely fallen off.
It's fallen
which is
off,
okay.
which is good,
it's okay.
you
kind of get back, and the reality is we are back in a little bit of a groove with volleyball and that kind of stuff. So there's not a ton of time for all of this, but it's been really boosting for me, for my energy, and to know that love and the support is there. And I've told you guys this before. That's also, by the way, 2 things that are totally consistent with almost everything that I've read and talked to everybody about. Number 1 is exercise. Well, there's probably 3, but the third one is not clear. Exercise, no question, the more the better. Love and support from family and friends, and reducing stress in that area. And then the third thing was food, right? Eating right. That one is
whatever that means.
Totally confusing.
We don't know what that
I can't, if I listen to everybody, I can't eat. Shouldn't really eat meat, but if you eat meat, only organic meat. You can't eat anywhere organic meat except home, right? So if you're out, you're kind of, well, you've got the burrito place, Chipotle, apparently.
Chipotle. Zoe's Kitchen, we discovered that this week.
But that's not GMO.
Yeah, but it has keto stuff.
It's got keto and all that. So you got to try and keep track of all these things, so it's harder to eat. So the food thing's important, but we don't have a lane to necessarily run the equipment. So that's mine. How about you?
No, it's the same. And I think I was talking to my girlfriend the other day, and I was telling her how cool it's been, because we've had these reconnections with people that we haven't talked to in a long time, or even people that live right down the street that we just haven't made the time or to hang out with. And she actually said, what the hell, like, why does it take cancer to do that? Like, your friends are so important, and people in your life are so important. Why does it take, and she wasn't, I don't think she was yelling at me, but I think it's like an exclamation. You try to get together with friends, and there's always something, like the littlest thing that comes up. You're like, I can't make it tonight. Oh, we have next week or whatever. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I have to be better about that,
So reach out to your friends from high school and college you haven't talked to, but you loved, and go go on a weekend trip, or go on a lunch
Make it
thing,
happen.
or go just
Make
do
it
it.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our thought of today.
We're gonna just
So
make it happen.
That was one thing.
I mean, we don't have to do top 5.
Top 5.
That was just we did a sham, and it made me think about it. But I don't know. I just think that's important. I think it's important. It's something we appreciate. You know. I don't know. Whatever. It's just cool. It is a very cool thing. Anyway, we my coffee's almost empty, and we gotta move on here because I probably have some damn laundry to do because
Mom.
Grandmama.
She bolted. She's went over to Jess's, and my dad's coming in a
I don't
week.
think he's gonna do the laundry.
He's not a laundry guy. He's
No,
not
he
a.
probably won't do the dishes either.
No, not.
Or have my coffee ready in the morning.
No, he could do that, but it will be black, and
It will be very strong.
Yeah.
I'll have
and
to
he
have
will.
a lot of creamer.
He'll drive. He'll be like the driving kids around, like
Oh, yeah,
Master.
yeah,
He'll
that's
love
true.
doing that stuff.
That's true.
So it'll be good to see him.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mom's over at Jess's, and
Yep.
so we're.
Yes, Punkage. I've done 4 loads. Yesterday. 4
Did
loads
you
by
really?
myself. I did.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right, what else
Not
you
a
got?
fan of that. So, okay, if you saw my post yesterday, which was we need help with we have a big decision to make.
I think it's a given.
I don't know if it's a given.
It has to be.
I don't know.
There's
Oh,
no.
thank God! Look who just signed on.
Oh, Barb. Hey, Barb. By the
Barb,
way,
you're a part of this decision.
my text that I sent you yesterday, I've got no response from you on this, and you know.
Barb is the
Barb's
master
our
hairstylist.
hairstylist,
Yep.
like master.
And we need some help.
I had a little bit of hair loss. So they said,
Oh my God.
they said, hey, look, where you're getting, the radiation is hitting. Not the chemo isn't doing it; it's the radiation. Where that's going to hit, you're going to
And
definitely.
so, I was thinking this morning, you've done a good job because I don't see burn marks. And remember, so Lori Holland gave us this emu oil that she said is really great for that. And so when
I'm following your protocol on this one.
he went off my protocol, I found out. And maybe that's the reason I'm extra salty. So I don't like you sneaking behind my back.
I'm not sneaking. That stuff those pills are freaking killing me.
Yeah, he stopped doing some of the things
Just
I told him
once,
to do.
just once a day.
Just once a day, not just once.
I'm doing it once a day.
I know,
I'm doing it,
but it's not like you
twice.
just skipped it one time. You decided
well, it's
to
only
cut
been
the whole
about
thing in half.
it's only been like 3 days that I've done it. It hasn't been like no.
This is a
Anyway.
discussion we should have before you decide to do that. Just saying. Anyway, so you take the aloe with you.
Yeah.
Goes to radiation, puts the aloe on his head.
Can't
After
do
radiation,
it.
and then at night use the emu oil.
Oh no, God, Pat, I'm not having a rug, so that's off the table. That's not gonna happen.
And yeah, so Barb's like, retext me, I didn't get it. So, and I think you haven't seen any. Your skin looks very good.
Yeah, thanks.
Not that, your head.
Oh, my skin on my head. That's
Yeah,
good.
it looks
So
good.
I was in the shower, Thursday night or something
it
like
was- I
that,
think
and
it was
I was,
Wednesday,
and
yeah.
they were telling me it's coming. It's right around now is when, and sure enough, first one, whoop, got a handful of hair, and it's been.
Oh, it's come with a vengeance.
Yeah.
It was like nothing, then poof.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't all in the shower at once, so we didn't need the snow blower or the leaf blower to get it all out. But yeah, about half the head, so you can see.
Oh my God, you
Look at
guys,
that.
look. Look
Right.
at this.
So Barb, what do you got? I don't think so. It's already bald
Look.
already. I mean, look at that. Now the comb over is just not. Look at that. That's the bet.
Yeah.
It's not going to grow that long. Right?
Bald is beautiful,
I
says
think-
Brian.
Who said that?
Brian McFarland.
Oh, yeah, he's known.
He has known.
I got a lot of. I mean, I think it's just going to go. I think
But it's
just
not going to go, yeah.
everywhere. Just.
Barb.
And the
Guys.
scar is getting better.
Scar's a lot better.
Yeah, I mean,
you
you
need
can.
to get your head down here.
No,
No, it's much. Oh wow, I haven't even seen it in a
Yeah.
while. That's a lot better.
Yeah. And it's not as raised.
Let me see. That's a lot better. Down there, it's got some work to do.
Yeah, it's still raised up, but this is where.
He's wearing a lot of hats.
Go bald.
Shave it off.
Own it.
Go
Yeah.
bald. Okay. Buzz it. Well, bald men are sexy, says Pam Brown.
So there you go.
All right. He's been wearing a lot of hats.
Yeah, hats the last 3 days have been like, I don't want to shock. Here's one of the problems.
Here's the problem.
Let me show you the problem. Here's my hat. You guys couldn't tell. Look at this. Right here,
Yeah.
full hair, right? And then, like none. So
Gets his sideburn.
it's perfect for a hat. Like right now, I got total hair. This isn't coming out. Not a hat.
They can't see you. You're out of the
sorry.
camera.
Right.
You're still out of the camera.
Oh, sorry.
Right here.
This.
Oh, there's lots of it.
Lots. Not
Yeah.
a problem.
No.
Not a problem. And it's not coming out at all. I don't think it's going to go much more than that. That's pretty much.
Jody
half the
Duncan
head.
said bald will look better on you than it did on her.
Oh yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
Guys can pull off
yeah.
bald. It's not. It's
Yeah.
not really hard. Oh, it's not easy. She's not thinking. So, I don't think I'd choose to do bald right out of the gates, but
No.
I think you're going that way.
Yeah.
Keep the side ones.
Maybe
Fun.
grow a beard.
Well, I could do that.
You could do that.
I could do that. I could
okay.
do the
What do you
shave
think
up.
about the beard idea?
And that just shows, hey guys, you know, I still
can
have
grow hair.
I still have hair on my eyebrows, which that's helpful.
Yeah. Lori said she was nearly hysterical. It is different with guys, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's becoming more of a nuisance than anything, I think.
Yeah.
So we may need a no beard. Oh, Christy
No
says
beard. Oh. Brian also says some people don't have a choice about going bald.
That's true, and I don't either actually. Right now. Maybe I have a choice. I could
See,
do
Jody,
this.
I'm with
I
you.
could walk
A
around like
trimmed
this.
beard.
Hey, what's up?
Well, it's like when we were where were we the other day?
It's like you're
we
trying
were out,
too hard.
we went to dinner Friday night.
Yeah.
And so he's sitting in a booth this way, and the server's like here. So on this side, when the
It's
server's
like-
there, and then he turns
What's the
and
guy
it's
on?
like, what?
What's the Batman guy? That
Oh God,
What was it?
oh my God,
what was the Batman guy?
the one who got
The face,
his
half
face half
face?
burned
Yeah,
off.
wasn't the Joker?
No, not the Joker. Crap.
Anyway,
What's his name?
that's kind of how it feels.
Yeah, like on that side.
Like
everything's
left. Watch this. Hey, guy. Whoa,
Hey.
whoa, that doesn't even work now.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it used to, but man, it's come across. Yeah, for sure. Now the side doesn't even work anymore.
Oh, look. Facial compensation hair is key. Oh, I like that. I think.
Who said that?
Deanna. Her husband is of the Bald Man's Club.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
well, I can grow a beard.
Yeah.
Now it'll
Two-Face,
it'll be
is that his name?
it'll-
Maybe it is. That would make
Two-Face.
sense.
I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be gray. Oh, it definitely has some gray in there.
Oh, some.
Okay, all.
It's a lot of gray. It's okay.
I did see. I you know sometimes you see beards and it's just not. You gotta keep it trimmed up.
Yeah, you don't want all this. That's gross.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I don't know. Keep taking. I'll be there in 2 minutes. Keep talking. Barb Horvath is coming over right now.
We could live the buzz.
You could live the buzz cut. Now I think we're gonna lose a lot of people, but we could restart. We could do a second. A second. We could do that.
We could do
All right.
that.
So Barb Horvath is coming over right now to shave my head. Or she's gonna come and see if she can
Brian
figure
has
something
a lot
out.
to say. You could
Who's that?
grow a beard in 45 minutes.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You are hairy.
I,
There's a lot going on. Everywhere else. It's true.
I know that.
I do too.
Such a bitch. Such a bitch. You know, I was gonna say one of the benefits to this whole thing is that my wife is like paying attention to me and liking me again. But I don't know. I might have to take that back.
I like you. Just
TMI.
great.
See that?
Just great.
Well, it's
You're
not
just
too much
great.
information because if anybody's
Seen you at the
I mean,
beach.
you can see my legs. I mean, it's not like whoa, you got a lot of hair on your legs and your arms, but I'm sure you're just,
Bald everywhere else.
well coiffed everywhere else.
God.
All right, so
You're filthy.
Barb is on her way, and I'm gonna shave it. What do you think? Live?
Do it.
Oh, you're hesitant.
I'm not.
Okay, you can't. I mean, you can't be hesitant about. This is a
No,
mess. This is a
gotta
freaking
go.
disaster.
I was hoping
But-
somebody had some great idea.
No, I
but-
mean, like, see this? This is good. I can definitely go and say, I just don't feel like dealing with. But when people are bald. It's not really a big deal.
No.
It's the scar.
That score's so much better though.
Yeah, and somebody else told me that because you're tall, it's all the way on the top. Very hard to see it unless you're like looking down.
That's true.
And so I
didn't think about
did
that.
think about that.
It's getting cold out here.
Are you?
Okay, Rebecca says shave it live. We're gonna shave it live. We're gonna do that. What do you think? She's gonna be here.
Well,
maybe we
just stop it. Start it again.
Oh, Duncan has a birthday party. I'm glad my calendar just reminded me that Duncan has a birthday party to go to in 30 minutes.
Mohawk? No,
oh God.
that's not bad.
Yeah. It's not a permanent change. That's true. Get a badass do-rag.
I got one. I got a couple.
Yeah, you do. I gotta get rid of this calendar reminder. Oh, I got another text message. Okay. All right. Well, what do you think? Do it, Brenda. Okay. Well, maybe we just come back on in a few minutes when she gets here.
They'll be waiting with bated breath.
I know
I'm
you guys
sure.
don't have anything else to do today except watch
You get
a
shaved.
hair situation.
Barb's good too.
She is. She makes sales calls.
She
Not for
could come and go.
everybody.
You know what? Maybe those, flat top here, and you could
Yes.
shave both sides. That might be a good look. That's not probably a good look.
No.
I mean, where the hair is, it's on the left, and then it's on the back. So I could do dome. I could be like,
Oh my God.
dome it out.
Oh my God.
No,
Yes, Ginger. My hairstylist is coming to do his hair.
she came and did it originally. Well, I thought we were going to shave early on with her,
I know.
but she was like, "Oh no, do this with a little comb over."
That's a little good.
And that actually, and it was growing back, and it was like I was looking good, and then it didn't, and then it was like,
No.
whoop.
That. All right. Shall we just come back a
Yeah.
little bit? We'll get set up. Do it. 2 lives in one day. Yeah.
I have to take a break after
Oh
this.
my God. All right. So that's the latest and greatest, and I guess we'll just be back, and somebody's got to get Duncan to the damn birthday party. Jesus.
Oh, Jake sprained his ankle last night.
Oh
It
yeah,
frickin',
we got to take Jake in for X-rays. That we also have to do today. Because somewhere in there we got to get a Christmas tree. Doesn't feel like Christmas.
well, it has. It's been pretty cold.
All
Not
right.
today. Today's gorgeous.
It is not a gorgeous day for Christmas tree. All right, we'll be back.
Peace.
Peace. Where's my finish? There it is.